man.
I feel like that's a little brighter.
I don't know, man. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, because you know mine is brighter, but
A little
it's
bit,
okay.
maybe.
John never
Okay.
likes to give me credit for anything, but that's okay.
Whatever.
It's like that older brother who doesn't ever want to give anybody.
Did you just open this gate with a shot timer?
There are many things you don't know yet, John,
Clearly.
but you will learn tonight. Are you ready for this?
All right, so Sir Michael, you know, this isn't you. What is this back alley?
Are you duly and truly prepared?
Well, yes, Sir Michael, I am.
Okay, here we go, John.
Password!
Show me the chunky monkey. John, this is serious. You got to trust me on this, okay?
So,
just
why
trust me,
is
John.
a monkey and
John, just trust me. Just trust me, please. Can never trust me with anything.
Thinking, need a light for the ideas. I'm in a splash zone with the brain waves. I shoot for stars up in my aim is straight. I lay in the sand line in the Palisades. I'm Alec Baldwin with the angry face. I'm Christian Bale with the black on black. Never trust these thoughts, I'd rather save the day. But if your man is a problem, then we can change the pace. Mom's is worried, I need to change my ways. I maybe got the crib under the redwoods.
what's up, guys? I'm John Keys.
And I'm sure Michael Singleton.
And my energy was a lot better on that tape because Sir Michael told me it wasn't on the previous tape. But anyway.
It was better.
Yeah. So anyway, we're here today with the infamous Chunk Port review. Man, listen, I've been waiting to do this for a while, Sir Michael.
I know you haven't. I didn't even know about this until John randomly called me one day. I was like, have you heard about this chunk port thing? John, what the hell is a chunk port? I looked it up on Instagram and I was like, all right, this is kind of cool.
And you see, look, that just shows you how much he doesn't really pay attention because we actually both learned about the chunk port at the same time from Roger, QVO, in Vegas when he showed us his, but he wasn't
I
wasn't
feel like you
interested
told
in
me
it.
about the chunk port before we went
Oh,
to Vegas.
no, that was the first time I
You
saw
sure?
it. I'm positive.
I'm so curious because I already think this shoots great. So to think that it could shoot even flatter,
I'm
Okay,
absolutely, because I
no, I
almost
believe
left
you.
with Rogers.
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't about to leave with Rogers. He's got too many guns in that house. But anyway.
You wouldn't have left alive.
right,
Roger?
But anyway, listen, so in this Chunk Port review, this is just to highlight what happens when culture gets a hold of something dope and just kind of, it takes on a life of its own. Because we already know that Staccatos is one of the world's best shooting handguns,
They
right?
are.
Performance is phenomenal.
And
but-
most people, John, would say, why would you want to change something like a Staccato?
It's like, why would you put rims on a Lamborghini, right? Well, I would like to argue that some people deck out their Lamborghinis really nice with rims and, wraps
And a lot of
and
times
tint
that
and all these
does
things.
interfere with the performance of the car, but I won't get into that.
Yeah, because we're not talking about performance of a Lamborghini right now. We're talking about the Chunk Port on the Staccato. So, with all that being said, let's just dive right in.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The people means all people. Arms means all arms. Shall not be infringed means no compromise. We are gun owners of America.
I mean, look, I gotta say, I like the idea. I wasn't certain how well I would like it as far as shooting. Like, you know, you shoot something because it looks cool, it's fun. It's like, all right, this is an okay thing I'll bring out to the range every once in a while. This is a gun that I shoot a lot. I carry it with me every day. I honestly was a little nervous. Like, what if I don't like this thing? And, you know, with everything, there are some things that you may say, okay, well, I don't know, I don't care for that too much. But overall, I got to give it to Monsoon Tactical. I like the idea. It doesn't add any additional length to the gun, which some people complain about because it becomes difficult to find a holster when you add a threaded barrel. Then you have to screw on a comp and say, it's like, okay, well, who's going to make the holster for me?
Right.
Do I have enough time if I want to carry this every single day and it's going to take me 8 or 9 months to get a holster? So all of those things, I think, are things that I thought about. And I think for the average person out there, if you're thinking if you have a Staccato or even a Glock or a plethora of other guns, do you really want to wait by buying a threaded barrel, by buying a comp, finding a place that actually makes a reliable comp? I mean, there's all of these little things that you really have to think about. I would say check this out before you go that route.
Yeah, so, you know, for me, the way I looked at it was, like you said, didn't add any additional length. And the reason why I bought the C2 is because it was a concealable size. Comfortable for me. We know you conceal that with that baseball bat light on there and all that stuff. But yeah, I didn't want to add any more length to that barrel. So once I saw that it was an integral compensation and all they did was relocate the front sight, I thought it was just a genius idea. And I mean, at the end of the day, the compensator does make the firearm shoot flatter.
It does. It does. But you know, anytime you add a compensator, whether it's integral to the actual weapon or it's one you screw on, there's going to be some velocity loss. So we're looking at 24 FPS feet per second, 29 feet per second. Right. And that's not significant, but if you're one of those guys and you're really into mathematics and you're thinking about calculations and distances and you're putting together your own ammunition and all that stuff matters to you, then that stuff's going to matter. So you guys should know that.
No, absolutely. But you know what? We didn't stop there. Since we were shipping this off to get chunk ported, it was like, listen, we know that this guy does all types of custom work to all types of pistols. So you know what? We were just like, you know what? Let's get the bells and whistles.
And you went out. You went all out.
Oh, I definitely did. I was going to be without my Staccato. I was going to make it worth it, okay?
Reminds you of your rap days.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so like I was saying,
I had to mess with you about that. I just
get
had
right
to.
into the pistol here, guys. All right, so diving right into mine, we have the multicam silver, black, and cobalt Cerakote with the Marine Corps red highlights on the hammer, the Monsoon Tactical logo, and then I have the Terran Tactical base plate. We have a great stipple job. Listen, this is one of the things that I was looking forward to the most because the stipple job, it took just enough off of the hand grip here so I can really get a much better and tighter grip on it, and the aggressiveness of the stipple job. I mean, this thing does not move when it's in my hands.
Bark. It's almost like the original stipple when they were STI.
Exactly. So I really love that. You know, he took off, you know, some of the stuff here just so I can really get my hand around it really, really good. So I really, really like that. So we're clear here, as you can see. We have the Staccato star. I had to have him highlight the star on this side with obviously the red again. And I mean, look, man, this is a work of art. He also did the Cerakote on the sheath for my Leopold Delta Point Pro. This thing is just, I mean, listen, man, I want to say it shoots better because it looks better, but I know that's not the case. It makes me feel good though, right?
So why did you decide to go with this color scheme, John?
Well, to be honest, I wanted something that would stand out, but it wouldn't make it gaudy. I mean, you know, the last thing you want is to take a Staccato and make it gaudy, right?
No, I agree.
So I wanted a color that you could clearly see the pattern and you could see the artistry without it just being too loud and too flamboyant. That's why we have minimal splashes of red there. I mean, I would be remiss if I didn't put red on almost any
favorite
firearm.
color, marine.
Yeah, 100%. So listen, I just love the job that he did on this. It's a beautiful, beautiful handgun.
Yeah, no, I like it. I thought it was amazing when you first sent me the pictures. I was like, oh wow, those came out really, really well. I mean, you saw other people's designs, and there were some similarities. And so I kept thinking to myself, when John spoke with him and called me and said, wait until you see my gun, I'm like, well, how many different ways can you really switch this up based on what I had seen on Instagram?
Yeah, because he has
definitely
quite a few,
no, it is,
right?
It is.
Right?
You definitely switched it up quite a bit with the color scheme. I think it came out great.
Well, you know what? And let's talk about that a little bit too, because the customer service from Vinny over there at Monsoon was just
amazing.
Grade A, man. Like, you know, he talked me through all the different colors. And to be honest, we actually had kind of like a little communication snafu where he Cerakoted the bottom part of the frame the wrong color. It was still in the same color palette, but it was the wrong color. So then he showed it to me, and when I said, oh, you know what, I misunderstood what you meant with that color, he did it, he corrected it immediately. It wasn't even a hesitation, because he just wanted to make certain that the vision was right, and he crushed it. So I absolutely love that, and I, without question, recommend Monsoon Tactical if you want a really classy upgrade to your pistol, whether it be a Staccato or any other pistol. Yeah, for that matter. I mean, these guys do absolutely amazing work.
No, they do. So for all you Glock guys out there, SIG guys or gals, not everyone has a Staccato, we get it. You can send your gun in. We recommend that you send them in. Again, as John said, the customer service was absolutely amazing. When I spoke with Vinny, and I'm not, you know, I'm a bit more reserved in my look, well, in some areas, I suppose. So I was thinking about all of those things, and I started to think about The Purge, the movie. There's a new one out right now. So I was like, okay, if I was in The Purge and I had a day, and I would imagine I would be in a house behind gates, and so people probably, I would be one of the exempt people, I would presume.
Yeah. Ivory Tower.
But
face
right.
ass.
But if someone did come into my house and I had to shoot them, I kept thinking, well, what if I had to fight them? Then I thought, well, my hands would be all bloody. Then I thought, well, I would have to maybe rack my slide. So I thought to myself, bloody hand, racking the slide, hence just a little bit of red on a very dark black side to sort of symbolize, you know, a wounded hand, racking my slide to shoot my pistol.
So my question is, do you role play in every scenario of a life decision?
I don't, but I
So,
thought about it,
So I
John.
want to know what scenario you created when you bought your Tesla. Go.
We're gonna stick with this.
Okay, all right.
So when I talked to Vinny about it, it was so interesting because he was like, yeah, I get it. He's like, so you want like a blood red? And I was like, yeah, just imagine dried up blood on the gun. And he was like, yeah, I actually think that's a really cool idea. And I thought to myself, this man probably is like, what in the hell? I don't know. What am I getting myself into with these guys? But he was able to accomplish the goal. And so when I looked at it, I thought it was great. Gun is clear, as you guys can see, John. So when I thought about it and I saw it, and if you guys can literally see how the red is only in like the right places, right? So if I'm checking, if I'm doing a press check, bloody hands, it's gonna be at this part. If I'm racking my slide here, bloody hands, it's gonna be on this part. So he really sort of captured almost exactly where the hand would go on the slide if your hand was indeed bloody.
Right, he went on the Purge journey with you.
No, he really did. So,
Yeah,
Vinny,
yeah.
thank you for going with me. I hope you survived.
He got you your pistol back.
So
you-
for my grip, I replaced the grip. Now this is interesting because originally I had a Chile custom grip on, and I had a couple issues with that when John and I were out shooting with a very well-known shooter, and it just caused so many issues, guys. My reloads, it just did not work out well. So I ended up calling Vinny and I was like, hey, I love the paint job you did on it, but it's not working. I just have to replace this thing because I need to be as proficient as possible when we're filming the show. So I ended up replacing it with a custom Terran Tactical grip, and believe it or not, Terran does make his own grips. That was a surprise to me, John. And I love the grip because if you look at this thing, if you look at the magazine release here, it's really out. It's extended out as probably as far as you would want. And that's really ideal when you're really trying to do a quick reload. I don't really want to have to figure out where that is. So I know every single time if I move my thumb down, I have a really quick, easy mag release. And so I love that. Then I also have the custom Terran magwell, which again, I really like. And don't get me wrong. So for my other Staccato, I do have the Staccato magwell, which I love. But something that I prefer a little more about Terran is that the roundedness all the way around. So I know every single time, if I'm not really thinking about it, but I have to do a reload, I know it's gonna go in. And if you look at the Staccato magwell, in my opinion, it's not as smooth as this. I mean, it's smooth, don't get me wrong. I love everything Staccato does for the most part. But I think this takes it to a different level. So I don't know as far as centimeters, if you were to really try to calculate and measure this, how much of a difference it is. But I have personally noticed a difference when I'm practicing my mag reloads at home. And again, you know, that 0.1 second, hell, it doesn't seem like a lot, but for you guys out there who are into the competition stuff, that stuff matters, John.
Yeah, no, it really does.
And so it gave me that little edge, which I really, really liked. But anyway, I would say all of that to say that Vinny did an amazing job with this. I love what he did. I love the color.
With that big old light on there.
I know. Shut up, John. So, and again, I do have my Surefire on, which I'm a big fan of Surefire. 1,000 lumens, a lot better than what John has on his. But,
Hey, whatever. This is the wave, bro.
here.
This is the TLR 7A. It's the wave. Everybody, they're rocking it.
Is it? You think so?
Yeah, we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll on Instagram.
Turn yours on.
Oh, we can do that. We can definitely
Turn
do
yours on. Let's just see.
Look at
Yeah,
that,
I
man.
feel like that's a little brighter.
I don't know, man. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, because you know mine is brighter. But
A little
it's
bit,
okay.
maybe. I
John
don't
never
care.
likes to give me credit for anything, but that's okay.
Whatever.
It's like that older brother who doesn't ever want to give anybody
But anyway,
credit.
while we were still talking about your grip, that's the other thing about this stipple job that I noticed too, like you said.
It's all the way around.
Yeah, and it's better. Well, for this, you like the extended mag release, right?
I do.
Well, to be honest, it's almost like this stipple job has created that type of same effect because of how much more grip I have. So now when I'm doing things like the mag release or even the slide lock release, I feel like I can maneuver those a lot better now. Because 2011s are notorious for the slide release being out of the way and you can't really send that slide home when you're doing your reloads as fast as you want. I don't really run into that problem anymore, so that stipple job was just grade A.
No, I like the stipple job. And I don't know why I didn't think about this, John, but again, look at my mag release and then look at yours. This is how much it's out a lot further.
Oh, for sure, it's like double. It's literally, I'm looking at it, it's double.
Even, can you take yours off the little stand? Take your magazine out.
Sure.
I just want to now flip it around. Like, let's see here. Like, see, just look. I mean, John, look.
Oh, you want to do the mag?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
just look at the difference. Oh, it's already
Yeah,
out.
no, you see, you have all of this, you see, and it's deeper.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
So it's like, it basically...
That makes a difference, man. I mean, that makes a huge... look at... Yeah, just look at the angle, how it's like, it's almost
aggressive.
forcing all the way
it's
around.
really aggressive.
Versus the staccato mag, which again, I like, but for what I like to use my gun for, that makes a difference, man. I'm not even gonna lie. It makes a big difference to me. A huge
Well,
difference.
good thing this isn't a magwell review, guys. This is a chunk port review.
No, it is. So, but I say all of that to say, John, that I like it. One thing that I think you guys should be aware of, the flare, the muzzle flare, I mean, it is there, man. And I have other guns like my CZ Checkmate. And so I'm kind of used to, a little bit of flare. But man, this, John, it's different.
So
it's all in the face.
So this...
It's all in the face.
All in the face.
Yeah.
So...
How do you feel about it?
Sure, Michael, I will agree with you because I have on film where I'm shooting it, and you can see the flare, but it wasn't. So let's say in that video I shot 6 rounds. There was only a flare on 2 of those rounds. I mean, it's the same thing when I'm like shooting my AR pistol or something like that. You have something that's compensated. You're gonna get a little flare every now and again.
Yeah.
Mine is not as drastic as what Shermichael's sounds like, but I mean, this is a staccato P. It's a longer barrel. It's more pressure.
Yeah.
So who knows what that contributes to, right? So with that being said, the flare is there. It doesn't really, mess with
It's a cool factor.
Right?
if
No.
you're into that, yeah.
But it's definitely a data point that he wanted to kind of make known.
Yeah.
Which is good. This is good. And so while we're talking about that, I've also noticed that with the chunk port, if you're shooting different loads, right? If you're shooting different loads, now we bought some bulk ammo when we first got
the hell
these
that
back,
stuff
and
was,
that was nuclear ammo. It was nuclear, and like legit. Now here's the good thing.
It was so hot.
Here's the good thing. It really showed how great the chunk port was and worked because the gun remained flat. However, the muzzle flare was crazy, and you could kind of get peppered by some of the gunpowder that maybe didn't, kind of go disperse into a fireball. So you kind of feel that, but it was only in those hot loads. I mean, I've ran 124. 115 and
I've done 147.
Yeah, I haven't done 147 yet, but yeah, the 124 and the 115 on actual new brass, no issues whatsoever.
I agree.
It was just those. I guess they may have been remanufactured. We just know that they were loaded really hot.
Yeah, they were really hot. And
Yeah.
to John's point, we actually were running the USPSA style drills on a shot timer with cameras all around us. And I want to make that point to say that with all of that, I guess, stress and pressure going on at the same time, I found this gun to shoot a lot flatter.
Yeah.
I found the ability to return back to sight radius really, really fast. And I mean, we were shooting, I don't know what, John, 25 yards, maybe more than that? What was the furthest distance?
Which one are we talking about?
We were just doing the pistol.
Out in California?
Yeah.
No, the furthest distance without question was 25. That was that long target.
long one,
right.
yeah.
And then it came all the way into maybe about like a 5-7 yard
So
distance.
we were doing all of that moving all the way to a hostage. I mean, I bring all of this up again, guys, to just really pronounce and just showcase just how great I personally think having a chunk port really is. Now, could we do scientific measurements to really break this down even further for you guys? We absolutely can.
And he would love to do it. It would be his
really
pleasure,
wanted
guys.
to, trust me, I really wanted to, but the equipment is kind of expensive.
Yeah.
But shooting my gun before the chunk port, I think John would agree, even shooting my regular P, double tapping, triple tapping, man, you just notice like, wow, that dot's right back.
Right
It's
back.
just right freaking back.
Yeah. The dot stays in the glass. I mean, that's just what it is. And again, you know, I have done numerous comparisons back and forth to a stock Staccato and to the chunk port. And at the end of the day, I do notice that the chunk port has made a significant difference in the speed at which I can fire, because you know that was kind of something that I struggled with, right?
Yeah.
Is my rate of fire, my double taps and things like that. And I'm just a lot more comfortable now. I'm sure it's because I just really like this. I really want it to work, so I'm really putting forth the best effort, you know what I'm saying? So that could be a thing. So maybe I need to get out and, you know, stress test myself a little bit more with another stock Staccato. But at the end of the day, it's not like this, I won't say that the Staccato needs this, okay? Again, I go back to my first statement. This is what happens when culture gets a hold of something, and it's just like, you want to try it. You want to give it a shot.
People are always looking for how can I push it to the next level?
Yeah,
how
or
can I
make
get a
it
little
my
edge?
own. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what this is. It's a great edge. It's a classy upgrade to this pistol that is already out the box, ready to go. Just, I mean, it's awesome, right?
Yeah,
but
I
at the
agree.
end of the day, this is kind of like a minimalist upgrade. We didn't have to gut this thing and change guide rods and change triggers and all these other different things. We just ported the barrel and threw some Cerakote on it, stippled the grip, bam, and we're ready to go. So at the end of the day, Monsoon Tactical, once again, great job, love it. Can't wait to send you another one.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. And we do want you guys, by the way, to go to our GunsOut TV Instagram page. Check out John's reel, check out my reel. We think you guys are gonna love them.
Yeah. So we kind of did that as a precursor to this. So it's been out a while before this episode is actually airing. So yeah, definitely go back and check that out if you haven't seen it.
Drop a comment.
And I'm gonna just say this up front right now. I've seen Shermichael's reel, and I know that the remix of my reel might already be on the page.
What are you doing a remix? We didn't even talk about doing a remix. Why are you doing a remix?
Remix.
I don't even think they do remixes.
Oh yeah. It's an actual feature on Instagram. Remix the reel.
Yeah, no, I know it is.
Yeah, we're gonna remix that thing, bro.
Share the video too, by the way, guys.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, this has been great. You know what? Right now we're running the Go Staccato Challenge, challenging you to go out and shoot a Staccato for the first time. You know what? I'll double down on that and say if you know somebody with a chunk port, try to shoot a chunk port too.
Yeah, you definitely
check it
should. And even if you can't get to someone who has a Staccato or a dealer who has a Staccato, you can still register online and participate in the Go Staccato Challenge to potentially win a Staccato P optic ready.
And that's
or what I call a Staccato P duo.
Right. And that is the big prize, okay?
That's the
So
big
at the
prize.
end of the day, man, definitely do that if you don't do anything else.
$2,500 gun. We're giving it away for free.
Listen, man.
Some lucky winner out there.
Y'all go ahead and not do that. I'm gonna pick that thing up for me, okay?
You got enough guns, John.
You can never have enough Staccatos. You saw Ursula's. Ursula has an arsenal.
I know. Shout out to our girl Ursula. She has every damn
Yeah.
Staccato that they make.
I've never even seen
Literally.
a Staccato R. What is a Staccato
That's
R?
when they were STI. That's what I'm.
So it's STI, Staccato R?
I'm not gonna get into that.
Okay,
I'm not
all right,
gonna
yeah.
get into that, 'cause
We're
they made
getting
a
off
lot
the
of
rails.
cool guns then. But
Getting
anyway,
off the
look, Vinny Monsoon Tactical. Check him out. Vinny, thank you so much, man. We absolutely love the guns. We love the
100%.
amazing detail you put into them. And like John said, we are going to be sending more guns your way.
Absolutely, man. So let's go.
And get some. Hey guys, so if you liked this video, like it, share it, comment, and also make sure you hit that notifications bell to be made aware of new and upcoming episodes.
All that stuff he just said, plus go over to GunsOutTV.com, check out the Guns Out store, and also we have a donate button. So if you want to help us out making new content all across the country, share a little love.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
And make sure you follow us, guys, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay tuned to what we're doing, because there's a lot of exciting things that are coming your way, and we want to keep you guys up to date.
Also, sign up for our newsletter on our website. We give away stuff sometimes.
We do?
Well, you paying for it.
That's the way it is, guys.
Let's go.
And get some.